What's up, everybody? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video. And before we jump into this, a few housekeeping things. And don't worry, all of this is down in the description of this video, so you can just click the links if you don't have the chance to write them down as I'm showing them to you on the screen. First things first, giving you our Discord server. Come on over. We're building a great community. We're talking a lot of strategy. We're helping out new players. It's a blast. Come join our Discord. Second thing, come join our guild if you're looking for a guild, if you're looking for a new server to start on. If you're new, feel free to start over on a new server. We just opened up another one because the guild on 295 filled up quick. So now we have another one open. This is going to be the last one that I do. I'm just doing two servers is my limit. 312 is the server. Come on, join us out. The guild ID that you can search for, you'll see on the screen. And again, it is down in the description of this video. Okay. Lastly, second to last, let me give you the invite code for you. If you're new, if you're before stage 320, if you switch over to server 312, when your account is prior to level 320, you can go over to your community tab. You can put in this invite code and you'll get some rewards once you reach level 320 and past level 320. So come on over, join us, take advantage of this free stuff from this invite code. And finally, I appreciate all the support. If you want to support me some more, you can check out my Patreon page. The link is on the screen. The link is down in the description. And with that, let's jump into the video. All right, we got the new clan out, Strixbane. So you know what time it is. It's time for another one of our clan series where we go in, we look at the champions, we check out their kits, we talk about their abilities, and ultimately we decide if you can only pick one, which one are you picking? No fence sitting. We're going to try and give an answer. That doesn't mean that they're both not viable. Just means that this is something we've been doing since the start of the game. We pick which one we think is better of the two. Doesn't mean you can't play them both. Doesn't mean the one that we don't pick isn't viable. It doesn't mean they're both good. It doesn't mean either of them is good just because we pick one. We got to pick one from the clan. So let's jump into it. Strixbane, the new assassin class. It is semi-exciting that we have some more assassins. It's been a little rough for assassins with only 4 different champions to go through. So now we have 6, although the new clans have thus far been locked behind these events. Let's hope that changes sometime in the future and they become more readily available. But let's jump into this. First, we are looking at the male. So his passive, Arc Pursuit. For every 3 attacks, lands a double hit, dealing a percentage of additional damage. Okay? And then his active ability, Double Strike, in the next 5 seconds, increases the caster's attack speed by 8%, each hit dealing an additional true damage equal to 8% of the caster's attack. Now, one thing I'm kind of struggling with this clan is that they're starting to change verbiage on us, so I don't exactly know. Like, thus far it's been damage or strength. Now we're starting to say things like the caster's attack. I don't know if that's damage or strength. So understand, like, damage is after the damage calculation, what comes out. That's what damage is. Strength is just the stat that you can see in the champion's stat sheet. I don't know where attack comes from. I don't know if they replace damage with attack. But they're starting to change verbiage on us, which is inconsistent at best. Unfortunately, starting to kind of be something that this game is becoming known for, is its inconsistencies. Let's hope we get some quality assurance around here, some QA, and they start giving us some consistency. Anyway, male's ultimate, Phantom's Bane. The caster cannot be targeted, and Blitz strikes the enemy target 4 times, each dealing a percentage of skill damage, which, again, we have no idea what skill damage is. I don't know. Like, we're adding new terminology, so it's hard to determine what that is or what it's supposed to be. You just saw the other 2 abilities set attack. Now this one says skill damage, specifically skill damage, which, it doesn't tell us what the skill damage is, so how are we supposed to know what a percentage of that skill damage is? All right, females. The passive for the female, Spirit Slayer. When the battle starts, instantly move behind the enemy target in the back row, attacks the target while increasing the caster's dodge rate by 30% for 5 seconds, or by a percentage for 5 seconds, 30% at max. Okay, now if we open up the stats, okay, we see her dodge is 2. So just understand at max, it's going to be 2.3. That's what they're, actually it'd be 2.6. Sorry. Okay. So then her active ability, Shadow Dash, increases the caster's dodge rate for 5 seconds. Doesn't tell us by how much. Each time the caster successfully dodges a hit, gains 1 layer of mark. Each mark increases attack by a percent. The mark stacks up to 5 layers. I don't know why they didn't just say 5 times. Again, GOAT Games, consistency. Please give it to us so we know what is going on in this game. Ultimate, Storm of Blades, leaps into the air and lands multiple hits on the enemy. Each hit dealing a percentage of skill damage, there's the new term again, also consumes all of the caster's mark. Each layer of mark increasing damage by a percent. When n layers of a mark are consumed, stun the target. Yeah, I'll need to employ a QA department. Alright, so that is the male and the female of the new Strixbane class. So now we got to make a determination. You know how we roll here in the clan series. So if we're going to pick one, the male or the female. Now, I got to admit, my initial thought on this was the female. I really like the instantly teleports to the back line. She may be the new best way to attack the back line. Before it was M-Tide. Now it might be F Strixbane. I still think M-Tide is better, don't get me wrong. I still think he fits more comps. He adds more to your comp. But as far as specifically targeting the back line, she might be the new gold standard as far as that goes. She does have, there's an interesting pairing here that we could do with her and F Loom, where she jumps on the back line, she does her ult, and then female Lumi triggers her again, so she ults the other back line. There's some interesting possibilities there. So that's kind of where I was going with this when it comes down to between female and male. However, after actually using them, the male puts out way more damage. I was using a male with less strength, and he was blowing the female out of the water as far as damage goes. His ultimate is nasty, y'all. Like, I've seen him go toe-to-toe with female Ugrel, and right when she started to spin, he went into his ultimate, so he was invulnerable. He killed her because she no longer had a target to heal off of. And then the other thing his ultimate does is if he kills the target that he was focused on, it jumps over to another target, so he actually moves around the map very well. Now, these are early stages. I don't know how well this clan carries on into the late game. They're too new for me to know that. I was playing early stages of the campaign. But, level-wise, it was, I waited till it became a challenge to kind of watch and assess them. But I was kind of impressed with the damage that the male put out. I was impressed with how much he moved around the map. So while he's single target, he's not exactly single target. Like, he gets all over the place. He does good damage. If we have to pick one, and I think we're going to say there's potential to both. They're too new for me to say they're good, they're bad, or anything like that. There's potential for both, but if we have to pick one, we're going with the male. Let us know in the comments what you think, what you've experienced with these people. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Belligerent. Peace.